What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we're just going to be doing a quick little video about last night's primary results for Virginia. So before we get into it, remember to subscribe and like the video to support the channel. Anyways, last night there were primaries in the Virginia state elections because in 2025 there's going to be elections in New Jersey and Virginia. New Jersey was last Tuesday, and yesterday we had Virginia. So Virginia's governor primaries were already rounded up because both parties already had nominees. Democrats, they had former Representative Abigail Spanberger, and Republicans have incumbent Lieutenant Governor of Virginia Winsome Sears. So the Democrats had primaries for Virginia Lieutenant Governor and Virginia Attorney General. Republicans already had nominees for both of those. Lieutenant Governor, they have Republican John Reed, and for Attorney General, they have Jason Miyares. Anyways, let's just say that the Lieutenant Governor race, the primary here, was kind of an upset because LeVar Stoney, he was leading in polls, and he was expected to win. But the thing is, it was kind of a three-way race here, very close. Just around 5,000 votes separate first and third place. And that's only around 1%, right? So Ghazala Hashmi, she won. She's a state senator from Southern Virginia, and she won with 27.39%, only around 3,600 votes ahead of former Richmond Mayor LeVar Stoney. And so you're like, hold on a second. If you look at this map, Aaron Rouse, he came in third. He won the Norfolk, Virginia beach area, and that's not surprising. He's a state senator from there. But Ghazala Hashmi, she lost her state senate district, those areas, to LeVar Stoney. And LeVar Stoney, he lost Richmond and the Richmond suburbs to Ghazala Hashmi. This is because LeVar Stoney had incredibly low approval ratings when he was Richmond mayor, and early on, he was actually one of the candidates in the Democratic primary for Virginia governor, but he had to drop out because he was doing so low in polling. So he tried to go for it, but no, he lost. He lost to Richmond, and that was just not very good for him. And something else to point out is Hashmi won the top 5 most populated counties. Well, not most populated, the ones that got the most votes in for this election. So Hashmi carried Fairfax by less than a percentage point. She carried Henrico, that's a Richmond suburb, Richmond City, Chesterfield, that is a Richmond suburb, and also she carried Arlington, which is a DC suburb, obviously. And Prince William actually somehow went to Babur Lateef. So, anyways, Ghazala Hashmi, she is now the Democratic nominee for Virginia Lieutenant Governor. We'll get to the general race in a sec. Now for the other primary last night, Virginia Attorney General on the Democratic side. So this one was just a 1v1 matchup between Jay Jones and Shannon Taylor. You see, there's kind of a west-east divide here on this map. You can kind of see Shannon Taylor won the West Virginia, Kentucky border counties, but and then Jay Jones wins. He loses Richmond. No, he wins Richmond by 1.4%. And then he wins the southern counties in Virginia and Norfolk by a lot. So, yeah, I mean, Jay Jones, he was losing 35-25 in the only primary poll here. We didn't really have much information to work on for this primary, so it was really anybody's game. They both had a pretty good name recognition, and Jay Jones, he ultimately pulled it off by around 9,700 votes. So yeah, let's talk about the general elections right now. So John Reed, he had a major scandal. So the winner of this Democratic primary was basically set to win, and then this primary, whoever is going to go against Republican incumbent Attorney General of Virginia, Jay Jones, he's going to go up against Jason Miyares, and it's going to be tough taking down an incumbent, especially with such a low profile race. But Democrats have been overperforming all year round so far in 2025. So we will have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah. And then Hashmi, she's going up against John Reed. the incumbent Republican governor of the state of Virginia, Glenn Youngkin, called on Reed to drop out so the Republican Party could nominate somebody else. But that didn't happen. And, I don't think the Republican nominee for governor, Lieutenant Governor Winsome Sears, she kind of dislikes John Reed because of his homosexuality. Okay? So I really think Republicans are definitely kind of doomed in Virginia on the governor and lieutenant governor level in 2025. But will Republican Attorney General, who currently holds this seat, Jason Miyares, be able to hold out against Jay Jones? Well, we will have to see. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. This was just a quick review of last night's primaries, but thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.